Good afternoon. Today we are learning physics. So for the first problem, we have find the wavelength of a 200 hertz sound. So the given wave speed is 340 meters per second. The frequency is 200 hertz, and we're going to be looking for the wavelength. So what we're going to do here is we're going to plug it into this formula, 340 meters per second divided by 200 hertz, and your answer should be 1.7.
So let me zoom in on this so you guys can.
Yep.
All right.
Now for this equation, we're going to be using V equals D over T. This question is, if you hear a sound 3 seconds after you see the motion, how far away is it? So first we're going to start off by identifying the values that are given. V equals 340 meters per second, T equals 3 seconds. So now we're going to solve, and we're going to do 340 times 3 seconds, and your answer for distance should be 1020 meters.
Light with a frequency of 7.26 times 10 to the 14th hertz lies in the violet region of the visible spectrum. What is the wavelength of this frequency of light? So we're going to use this wave speed formula to find the wavelength. So to equal the wavelength, we plug in 3.0 times 10 to the 8th, and we divide that by 7.26 times 10 to the 14th, which is given. And then you should get 4.13 times 10 to the negative 7. And now, since some want it in nanometers, we're going to convert it to nanometers. So what you're going to do is take that answer that you got there, 4.13 times 10 to the negative 7, and then you're going to multiply it by 10 to the 9th nanometers over 1 nanometer, and you should get 4.13 nanometers.
There you go.
Okay, so the next problem we're going to do is going to be for wave. So calculate the wavelength of the radiation with a frequency of 5.00 times 10 to the 14th hertz. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this formula, and then we're going to plug it in. So we're going to do 3 times 10 to the 8th divided by the given, which is 5.00 times 10 to the 14th. And our answer should be 6.0 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Physics for Fun with me, Haley. Alright, so our next problem is going to be, if a sound wave's frequency is 100 hertz, what is its period? So we're going to be using this formula instead now. So we're going to put the 100 on the bottom, obviously, and the 1 on top, because the 100 is our frequency. Then we're going to calculate it, and we will get, let's see, 0.1 seconds, just like we wanted.
Thank you. The 0.1 kilogram, 5 meter long uniform rope has a 2 kilogram block hung off it over a pulley. So what we want to find is the speed of a transverse wave in this rope and the time it takes for a wave pulse to travel from the wall to the pulley. So the formula we're going to use is this one right here, and you're going to go ahead and plug in 20.5 for M or for F, and then 0.1 for M over L, and then that should this formula, and you're going to plug in 20 for F and 0.1 divided by 5, and then it should simplify to this, and it should simplify to root 1000, and your answer should be 31.6. And then for part B, you're going to use this formula. Go ahead and plug in these values, 4.5 divided by 31.6, and this is the answer you should get.